What's going on, Internet? Eric Bandholz here, back again with another awesome video from Beardbrand Alliance. Today we are going to talk about the biggest mistakes you guys are making when it comes to using your deodorant. So, unless you've been living under a rock, you probably know about this big move towards natural deodorants. And I think a lot of guys are going from, the old school mass-produced deodorants into the natural deodorants, and they're having a terrible experience. And I want to tell you guys what you can do to maybe make that experience a little bit better. Make sure that these products are actually working for you. So the first thing we need to clarify is the two types of deodorant. There's essentially all the products are a deodorant. A deodorant is a deodorizer. It's like getting rid of the things that smell bad. And then there's a second type called an antiperspirant. And an antiperspirant is just that. It's anti-sweat, anti-perspiration. And what those products have in them is aluminum. So you've been hearing about the aluminum-free natural products. And the reason people want to go with aluminum-free is because those products were designed to essentially plug up the sweat pores that you have under your arm. So a lot of people are they're like, well, that's not really natural to what my body does. I would prefer to go with a product that works with my body's natural chemistry, like Beardbrand. Now, from my research, I haven't found any scientific studies that say antiperspirants are necessarily dangerous or bad. I know there's a lot of fear mongers out there who will tell you that it causes cancer. I've found that based on my research, they are safe to use. However, a lot of people just prefer to not have to use it if they don't have to. And I'm here to tell you that you can switch to a natural deodorant and have a very good experience without the need of plugging up your pores with aluminum. Now, a lot of people have tried natural deodorants in the past and they haven't had great experiences. And there's a few reasons why. I think there are differences in the quality of natural deodorants. A lot of people will just slap ingredients together, call it natural, get it out the door, and sell it on the hopes that because it's a natural product, it's great. We've actually developed a deodorant, of course. Hopefully you guys knew I would be telling you about that. We designed it to be good because I don't like using products that I don't like. So it's got to work for me. It's got to work for everyone here in the office. And we got to feel confident that our product will be able to be stacked up against anyone. So I want to tell you about how the deodorizing part of the deodorant is going to work. With a traditional deodorant, what they'll include in the ingredients are alcohols. And alcohols will essentially nuke your armpit, right? It's going to kill everything that's under your armpit. Nothing could live there. It's the ghost town. They tie that in with plugging the pores in there, and you create this great environment of odor-free experience. But there's a better way, in my opinion, of doing it. See, the bacteria kind of lives in your sweat gland, and then when you start to sweat, it comes out. And then your underarm, your armpit, is like an incubation fridge. And what are they called? Incubation heater? I'm no scientist working in a lab, clearly. But I do know that warm, dark, moist environments, bacteria is that's my jam. That's where I want to hang out. That's where I want to live. So they live there. And they're like, hey, bro, come on over. They duplicate, they make a whole bunch of them, and then all of a sudden, you're creating a little bit of gas coming out of your armpit. That's no good. So that's why deodorant exists. Stop that from happening. Of course, you guys know that. Now, like I said, what a lot of guys have done in the past when they try to make that switch from mass-produced deodorant to a natural one is they don't recognize what's going on with your microbiome, right? Because your body has bacteria all over it, right? In fact, I don't know, I read a study somewhere that said the majority of the life in your body is not actually your own DNA. It's other bacteria, other viruses, and then of course your own DNA in there as well. But a big part of your body is how it works in harmony with the biotics all around it. So you want to have bacteria on you. You want to have the good bacteria, right? You don't want to have that bad bacteria that stinks up the room. So you need to find a way to work in harmony with your body's natural chemistry. It's like what we do over at Beardbrand. We develop products that work with your body's natural chemistry, and our deodorant does just that. See, what we have done differently is quite amazing. We've been able to find this ingredient. It's essentially like a vegetable stock ferment, which means it's a yeast. It's like a living product, and that living yeast is seeking out. It's on search and destroy. It's going to be like, yo, you over there, you stink. Literally, I'm going to kill you, like Pac-Man. Biting up all the odor causing. And then it's like, you bacteria over there, you're minding your own business. I let you be, okay? So your body's able to maintain a natural biome that works well, and it just targets those that are essentially stinky. Now, what you've created is not a ghost town like what the alcohols have done, but something that works with your body's natural chemistry. So what happens when people are making the switch is they don't really realize they essentially have like a yard. Imagine this. Their armpit is a yard that's completely barren. And then what's happening is over the next couple of weeks, grass is growing, but there's a lot of kind of seeds in that yard, and they're trying to all fight for grabs. And hopefully the ones that take over are the ones that are the beautiful, lovely fescue, and everyone talks about how great your grass is, and you don't have all this crabgrass in there. So you're trying to create that same environment. So in this transition period, which will take about 2 weeks, it may be a little stinky. Fortunately, we're kind of in lockdown time, so now's the best time to switch your deodorant if you're going to be doing it, because it's very, very, very likely that you're going to see, one, an increase in your sweating because you're finally unplugging those sweat pores, and they've got to figure out how much sweat is appropriate for your body. Because what they've been doing is like, hey, we're not getting any sweat here. I need to produce do-do-do-do-do. And then what you're also doing is like you're repopulating your microbiome, and you're getting that new natural balance in there, and that takes some time. So you know what else is cool about armpits? Well, I don't know if there's anything that's cool about armpits, but it's pretty interesting facts. Your body has 2 types of sweat glands, essentially like your regular sweat glands that whenever you get hot, you're exercising, you start to sweat. And then you have like, we'll call them your stress sweat glands. And these are the sweat glands that are like your reserve energy, like when you're really needing extra hit of coolness, and then they'll come on. So these are things like, I remember I used to be a big time gamer in college, and I'd be playing games, just sitting there in a perfectly climate controlled room, just pouring sweat because it was so intense. The game that I was playing was causing those sweat glands to go into overdrive. So while I am here talking about deodorants, I want to talk about our deodorant. You know what else makes this product pretty amazing? We've been able to keep it to very few ingredients, which a lot of natural deodorants haven't been able to do. The big one, of course, is the ferment that we talked about, but also we use tapioca starch. And that starch is going to help absorb some of your natural sweat. So it's not an antiperspirant, you'll still sweat, but it'll be reduced a little bit. And alternatives on the marketplace will use a baking soda. So I know a lot of people out there have tried the baking soda type of deodorants in the past and have like a lot of irritation, because for some people, baking soda can be very irritating ingredient for them. So tapioca starch is going to be a more chill. It's also going to glide a lot easier. So this is a gel-based deodorant versus those chalky white deodorants. Let's see. Let me show it to you. This is what it looks like. And then it glides so easy. So it goes on super easy. You don't need to like moisten it up, or you don't need to have like that. It's happened to me because I've tried other deodorants in the past where like literally the hairs will get stuck together, and you're like ripping the hairs apart, and it's just like it's not a good experience. So I know those like chalky type of deodorants, they're literally like painful, not because they're causing irritation to your skin, but because they're causing your hairs to literally glue together. And I feel for you, man. If you've tried those, this product is not like that. So having just a few ingredients, the other nice thing is all the ingredients are vegetable derived. So you know what that means? It's a totally vegan product if that's what you're into. What else is great about Beardbrand deodorant versus all the other ones on the marketplace? Well, you know, we got Tree Ranger, we got Tea Tree, we got Spice Citrus. So these are the same fragrances that you can get for your head hair shampoo and conditioner, for your beard wash, your beard softener, your utility balm, your utility bar that you can use as a shave soap. It's the mustache wax, the beard oil. You can get them all in the same fragrance. So from head to toe, you're going to be able to have that one fragrance and really end scent confusion. So you're not mixing and matching different fragrances from your armpit to your head hair, to your body, to your to whatever. You can go out the door smelling as one unified fragrance and really rocking the day. Now, some of you guys are like, Eric, what about the gold line? Well, you know, we always launch with a silver line. And will the gold line be out there? Well, if you guys buy the silver line and we see that the product works well and it's something that, you know, does well, then heck yeah, we'll come out with the gold line. But for now, it's the silver line. Now, everybody's microbiome is a little bit different. And here's the thing, after trying a product for 2 weeks, you find that it doesn't work. That may be the case. It's quite unfortunate. We understand that happens. We don't think it's going to happen a lot, but it does happen. So what we'll do is you just hit us up and we'll get you in exchange for a different product. We'll get you your money back. We'll do anything it takes to make you happy. We don't want you to be stuck with a deodorant sitting on your shelf that you don't enjoy using. So you always feel confident, go into Beardbrand and we will take care of you, whether or not your microbiome agrees with what's going on under there. Hope this video has pulled you out of the pits and you learned something new about how your body naturally works. As always, thanks for watching. Cheers. Keep on growing.